I got the rest of my CinDWood craft looms in the mail today, and I'm so excited. But first of all, I wanted to show you guys a video of all 3 size looms, talk a little bit about all the options you have, and kind of show you what you get with them. Which when you buy a loom, you get a collar coordinated loom hook to go with the collar you choose for your pegs. Each peg will come with one of these little wedges, which I'll talk about in a moment. And you get a tensioner or yarn guide, whatever you want to call it. And very ingenious. It's just basically a big pin tube with their company's information. And it's awesome because it tapers at the end, so it makes it easier to get through the pegs. And I do suggest everybody use a tensioner. You will thank me. Trust me, you will. Okay. So let's talk about loom sizes. Like I said, they offer 3 sizes in your universal loom. The smallest being the 36-inch. Medium, oh, I don't have the numbers in front of me, 48-inch, I believe. Sorry if I said the wrong number. If I did, I'll correct it. You can get the medium and the 48-inch. And then the largest is the 60-inch loom, which I'll sit all the way back here so you guys can see if I can get it to where you can. Other than that, once you decide what size loom that you would like to have, you can choose how you want the pegs. You can have it, they charge a little bit more, but if you have a favorite color, like my favorite color is green, so obviously this is now my new favorite loom. You can get all the pegs, one collar, and then the marked pegs, the plain collar, which costs a little bit more. If you don't do it that way, then your loom will come like this. Ignore the black marks on it. That's for something else. I have separate videos for that. So that's another choice. Once you decide your collars, then you need to decide the gauge. They do their universal S looms in 2 gauges. You have the smaller one, which is 1/2 inch spacing, and it has more pegs. Let me see if this one, yeah, I don't know how many pegs exactly that has on it, but it has a lot more. And then you have your 5/8 inch spacing, which is a 5/8 inch. That is more comparable to your Nifty Knitter sets, most of the ones that you buy at like Walmart and stuff like that. This is kind of like the standard size that you get a lot of your looms in. Okay. There's so much that I can talk about with these looms. I'll just pick up this small one because it's easy to hold. We'll go over what this is. This little wedge, as you can see, it's made to where it's thicker at the top, smaller at the bottom. It is made to where you can push it down anywhere along this whole slot. You can push it down. And what you would use that for, let's say you're traveling and you're only going to carry one loom with you, so you take your 36-inch universal loom. But while you're gone, you want to be able to make hats, you want to be able to make gloves and scarves and all kinds of things. So this wedge, you would go by your pattern, and however many pegs the pattern calls for, you count this peg in with it, but you'd put that wedge down in, and then just, if you want to do like a little, this would be like a preemie size hat or something, you know, might be a little too small for a preemie, but, you know, just the concept. You just keep going around, ignore everything else on the loom other than what you mark. That's what that's for. Another feature that all your looms come with, they come pre-marked, and this is for a figure 8 stitch, which I do have a separate video for every single one of these looms to show you how to do the figure 8 stitch. And I even take and mark them and show you how to do the rib stitch on it. So these looms are incredibly, and like they said, universal. They really, really are, because you can take, you don't have to do the rib stitch, the rake style stitch like this. You can take and just do your regular E-wrap and just follow your whole pattern around and just stop and don't connect it and just keep going back and forth, and you get these very large panels on just one small loom. And I don't know the exact dimensions each size will do, so I will post those. As soon as I find those out, I will post those in the description below, because that can be a big decision maker for you as well, because if the only thing you plan on making with your loom are baby blankets, then you don't really need the 60-inch loom. You know, this one might be a little more ideal for what you need it for. Me, as you can see, I have to have them all. I love looms. And there's other things to think of too, like if you travel a lot, if you just stay at home and hold your loom on your lap, then you might want to go ahead and invest in the larger one, because then you will never, you'll never have to worry about hooking panels together, because that's going to make ginormous panels. Ginormous. Yes, that's my word of the day. There really isn't, like I said, there's not enough I can say about these looms. I absolutely love them. I'm very new to CinDWood looms. I've known about them, but it hasn't been until recently that I've been able to get them. And as you can see, like, I'm very familiar with S looms, and I've done work on other S looms for different companies. But I'm telling you what, I love these. I love the options, because at first when I seen the gauge of this, I was like, oh, I typically don't use them that small. I've got carpal tunnel, and so, but once I got started on this, I'm having trouble putting this thing down, and it's killing me that I'm not sitting in my recliner, watching Grey's Anatomy, working on this blanket right now. But I am very, very excited. More looms to add to my loom wall. Okay, that's really all I have for this. Now, CinDWood Looms did just open up their own YouTube channel. So if you have their looms, you love their looms, you want to follow them, there'll be a link to their YouTube channel in the description below. And I'm going to be posting some videos for them as well. So if there's anything you want to see, anything you want to hear, I'm going to start writing some patterns for them too. So just let me know. Let me know the loom you want me to review. Let me know what you want to be able to do with the looms you have. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you subscribe to CinDWood Crafts channel as well. That way you can stay updated with the latest of everything, because there may be some really awesome things coming up in the near future for CinDWood Crafts, so you definitely don't want to miss out on anything. Everybody, thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think of your CinDWood craft looms.